Hey guys, it's Lanhauer here and welcome to the episode, I think it's 8 now, of my F1 2016 career mode. And something I didn't mention in the last video, sorry that a lot of these videos didn't really come out. It's because I'm a bit ill at the moment, but hopefully I should be fine in the next 2 weeks. And now going back into the career mode, obviously we've got a few points now and there's been talk of us getting promoted with the team update to first driver. And so now here in the lobby, I mean, just looking around, the design of Baku I just think is absolutely amazing, in my opinion. So I thought I just wanted to share that. I'm also drawing a rivalry, which is a bit interesting. But anyway, as we go to upgrades, we obviously got enough to upgrade the fuel efficiency. But like I said, we're probably going to wait for the chassis weight or downforce. But the thing is, if something wrong goes with the fuel or drag, I think I might have to upgrade that. But at the moment, I'm sticking to what I said.
Welcome to the pre-practice for the European Grand Prix is about to get underway. This is a technical circuit which will nonetheless see some huge speeds with a near flat-out final sector that's twice the length of the back straight in Shanghai. Let's see who can find the right balance in their setup today. So Anthony, lots to do of course in these sessions, lots of programs to run. What are you looking for when you jump in the car for free practice?
Well, you have basic checks first of all. You know, is the car working correctly? What are the track conditions like? And you'll be chasing that as the session goes on. Things like that. Then you start getting into the nitty-gritty of it all, and they become more like test sessions where it's all about gathering new data, testing components, tweaking the setup and so on. So there's only so much actual practice that these drivers need. Most of them will be plenty familiar enough with the track layout, either from previous experience or from the simulator.
Here in practice 1, I think that now I'm just going to put my setup on and going to start with the usual thing of track acclimatization. Now coming through the next couple of corners here, you can see we haven't had a red gate yet. We've had a couple of greens, and we're getting more and more purple as we go through here. And I think we should have purple now. So that's another purple on our first lap. That's another 50 resource points in the bag, which is really good always. Now in practice 2, we're going to do the qualifying pace as usual. And you can see here that we're way above our target time. And I remember last time, I remember saying that qualifying pace is actually quite hard because you can't really do anything to the setup. With the fuel and everything, it has to be done for you. But anyway, we're like I think that's 2 now. 2 seconds ahead as we get our 9th place target. And that's absolutely amazing.
The circuit has rubbed in with practice, but this is still going to be a difficult session for our drivers as they fight for pole position. Welcome to qualifying here in Azerbaijan. When it comes to getting traditionally been about maximizing top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
Qualifying is much more important now, as I am doing a test here as I'm doing a 50% race. And this is only going to be for this race. If I like it, I'll probably do another one. If I don't, I'll probably just go back to 25%. And now coming on to the end of our first bank lap on a set of super soft tyres. This has actually been a pretty okay lap. Usually it's quite scrappy. And because I don't really, in qualifying places, didn't actually really push the car that hard. So I'm not simulating qualifying, I'm just trying to get the resource points. As we do a 43.3, which I thought was actually pretty good. And just as I go to pause it to go back to the garage, we see Ricciardo gets the fastest lap. Well, that was short-lived. But now we're going to go out on a new set of super soft tyres, and now with the greater knowledge of the track, I think we're going to do a better lap. We already have here, we've dropped down to P11 behind Bottas and ahead of Haryanto, which is quite interesting. Because he finished first in practice and in session, which I didn't show you. But there, we go up into P7 with about 2 minutes to go, and that's where we finish in P7, 42.8. That's pretty good, all things considered. Now, hopefully, when we go into the race, we can have a good one.
From Ayrton Senna's famous Donington win in 1993 to Stewart Grand Prix's only victory with Johnny Herbert at the Nürburgring, the European Grand Prix has some special entries into the Motorsport Hall of Fame. But it's time now to create new legends and new memories here on the shores of the Caspian Sea. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Anthony Davidson joins me today as we look ahead to something just a little quite high speed for a street circuit here, isn't it? Do you think that's going to throw up any unexpected situations?
Well, as long as the teams can keep everything cool, I don't foresee any particular big issues from the technical side of things. I do expect the track to be quite slippery though. We've not exactly had much chance to rubber in the surface. Any street circuit also comes with its own challenges, so I think we'll be seeing a few mistakes here and there. The smart strategy would be to expect a safety car, I think, especially early on when the pack is bunched up.
If we keep up this level of performance, I think you'll be promoted to #1 driver. So let's make sure we get a good result today.
Here on the grid for I think it's European Grand Prix. I don't know why, because Azerbaijan's not in Europe. But anyway, we're doing a super softest. We're doing 2 super softs and a soft stint in the middle, which I think is pretty good. So let's get into the race and hopefully get a good position as we put it into rich revs as we go to 5 red lights, and it's away we go for the European Grand Prix. We see Hamilton has a bit of a bad start, but obviously we have to take the outside line going into turn 1. We break a bit late and just try to swerve around, but no, Vettel gets us back as we get on the curb a bit, but we've got ahead of Hamilton into P6, and we see Ricciardo going to overtake, I think that's Raikkonen there, as we're just going to get in the slipstream of Vettel here, hopefully trying to overtake him. We go around the outside of him, but no, he just shuts the door. We're going to go down the inside as he just kind of shoves us, as we don't really have any space to go, as we bang side pods. That's pretty much it. I think we're going to keep following him here as we get in the slipstream, as we're quite fast, as we go greater braking zone, as we dive down the inside and it turns to the outside, and I think we might get better traction here as he just loses it as we get up into 5th place here. What an amazing move. And now let's chase after Max Verstappen. Now coming on to lap 3, it's taken us a few laps to catch up to them, but now Verstappen's been battling with Ricciardo, so we go to the outside of him as we try to overtake him here, as he goes to the outside of Verstappen, as we try to overtake both of them here. And I go down the inside as we see Ricciardo trying to come back, but no, it doesn't work, as we get up into 3rd place, which is absolutely amazing. But now obviously it's DRS, and despite us having the faster Ferrari engine than the Tag Heuer Renault engines behind us in the Red Bulls, he's just getting in the slipstream trying to overtake us. Tries to go down the inside, we're going to leave him the space, but he just doesn't go for the move as he slots in back behind us, and as we keep our 3rd place. But now on lap 6, we're obviously going in this lap, as you can hear the engineer saying. This time we tried to take the middle of the track, try and force him to go around the outside, but no, he just drives down the inside as he backs out of it for a bit, as we still leave the space, but he just doesn't really take the move. Now going on to lap 6, we're coming in for our pit stop here, and we can see Max Verstappen behind us, I think, and Hamilton. So that's really interesting. I didn't know that would really happen. Obviously they're going for their pit stop. Hopefully we can have a fast one here. We can put the tyres on, but no, they both jumped us in the pit stops as well. I was about to say as well as Gutierrez, but then he holds us up as well. That's really unlucky as we have to go down the field, but we get ahead of the big pack behind us just in case. And now, we're going on to lap 7, going for this bit. We're just going to stick behind Hamilton in the slipstream. And hopefully we can get a really good move done here. As DRS is available, as we get in the slipstream already, we overtake him as well. NASA overtakes Palmer, and Palmer doesn't have DRS, it was this thing that we go past Palmer, we go past Felipe Nasser as well. What a sequence of overtakes. That is absolutely amazing job by us. As we get up in 15th place, and we're going to chase Alonso here. And now coming on to lap 9, we see Ricciardo battling with Alonso, as this is going to be interesting for us, as we finally catch up with Alonso, that slows him down, as we're in lead mix to save fuel. That's one of the things that's really bugged me, is we just didn't have much fuel in this race, because we died down the inside of Alonso, and there's just not enough space, so we tap Ricciardo a bit, as he's braking really early here on the medium tyres, so we keep tapping him, but we're just going to keep following him. Maybe eye up and move here, but I don't think we'll be able to, because he's got the faster car. Let's look at that. Much better traction on new tyres, and I'm just going to stick behind him here as we get very close to him, but I just don't think we're going to have a move, and I don't think we're going to do a move through the castle section here, otherwise that would be a stupid idea, as he just gets the better traction, goes off the distance, and like the racing line there was a bit stupid there, wasn't it? And now coming on to this lap, you see Hamilton has finally caught up with us here, as he tries to go around inside and the outside like we did to Vettel, and he just doesn't make it stick there. He looks for it moved down the inside here as we go wide a bit, and so we hit the wall as well. It just doesn't really work. But obviously coming down the back straight, he's going to overtake us with the faster Mercedes engine. So there's Alonso, which is interesting, with his Honda engine. So we dive down the inside of him and to get the place back into points positions. But it isn't looking good so far, because we must not be very fast on the soft tyres. And I think now Hulkenberg's tracking behind us. Sorry. Hulkenberg's tracking behind us, and he has been for a few laps now. And he's been trying to do some moves, but I just keep shutting the door on him. So he keeps going in really weird places. And coming down into here, he thinks he's got better traction, and so I tried to squeeze him out a bit, but he spins round. I think I might have tagged him a bit, or he might have just hit me, as he's out of the race now. So that was a bit unfortunate, wasn't it? So yeah, coming on to lap 16, we have Carlos on the super soft tyres, now coming up behind us, as he made me eyes up and move down the home straight. But now we're going into the second DRS zone here, where he'll probably have a better chance of overtaking us, as we just try to keep on doing it. You can see our tyres are really worn here. I switched that off because it just concentrates from me. As he goes around the outside, as we take a defensive inside line, as I just try to maybe hold it down the inside, but no, he's still there. He's still poking his nose in. Go on the outside again, but he gives up going in to turn, I think that's 6. Now on to lap 17 though, we see Carlos trying to overtake us again. This time we don't take a defensive inside line, as it doesn't really matter. But I'm just going to try to keep around the outside, as he just tries to just speeds us out there, but he doesn't know around the outside, as we hit the side pod of him there, and he loses time. But we're coming in on lap 18 for our pit stop now, and it's good that no one else is around us, but we've been in lead mix, so we haven't got back up to where we were for a bit of a while now, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, that doesn't matter. And we get decent stuff, a bit slower than it was against the other two, or should I say 3, against Gutierrez, but it doesn't really matter. And lap 22, a virtual safety car is deployed, and I didn't know why this happened, and I checked the replays after, and I didn't really see why this happened. But it ended about a lap later, so it didn't really matter anyway. But that really, really messed me up concerning catching up to Grosjean and Alonso, because that really helped. But yeah, coming with race, we lost our end plate, and somehow we finished in 12th place, which is really annoying, because we just couldn't catch up.
And now let's take a look at the driver standings.
By no means I'm unhappy with the result here, because I was in third place by the first pit stop. It's really disappointing to have gotten this far, but we have a contract event.
Hey, you'll like this. I just got out of a meeting with the boss and, well, congratulations. You've done a great job. Here.
Well then, we've been promoted up into first driver. I've got a bit confused there, because I thought I can't be promoted to Red Bull this early. But that's definitely sweetened us coming 12th. But anyway, that's fine. What I'm saying was that finishing 12th wasn't the best result after what we could have got. But I'm not disappointed. Disappointed with it. But because of the fuel struggles we had in this race, I think that I will be doing the fuel efficiency instead of waiting, because I just can't really handle it. So, and next race, I think I'm probably going to be switching it back to 25% race. But if you do want it to come back, then leave a comment if you do. But anyway, sorry. I'm going to try this week because I'm ill. So thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later.